What's going on, guys and girls? It's Ghost Robo, and today Bethesda brought out Doom Eternal at their QuakeCon keynote, showcasing gameplay for the first time, and we are gonna watch it together. I've got 16 minutes of footage compiled for you. This is their full walkthrough, multiple levels, a whole lot of gore, and gorgeous gameplay that somehow, by miracles that are not of this realm, is coming to Nintendo Switch day and date. I think that was absolutely the biggest surprise. I was blown away. Doom was brought to Switch as a way late port, but day and date for Doom Eternal, that is achieving a whole new level of insanity on the platform, and to me it's sort of like sky's the limit. If you can do a major graphically intensive shooter like this day and date, like Bethesda and Panic Button, they are sorcerers, and I wish they would teach their magic to everybody else in the industry. But let's check out this gameplay. They promise the strongest, most powerful Slayer ever, and an emphasis on lore in a whole big world, as we see there. That is a crazy cool shot. Holy crap. I really liked Doom 2016. I thought it was really fun. I played through the whole thing quickly. Grappling hook is in, and so is zombie, or demon, rather, dismemberment. Shame on me. That's not a zombie. It's a demon. Very different story here. This is not 2016 and 2017 and 2015 and 2014 and 2013 and even 2018, Year of the Zombie. This game comes out in 2019. Year of the Demon. Alright, bust through, and just like that, we're on a city street, which I think is such a cool look. The intensity and action here is ridiculous. Feasting on these fools. Ooh! Anytime you go through the throat, I get a little bit sensitive. They really know how to make the big boys ugly, too. I gotta give them props. Like, their ugly tech, id tech plus ugly tech. Great combo here. That's an explosion. They also emphasize this new mode that's coming where you'll be able to take over a demon and invade another player's game. So it's almost like a Dark Souls, Demon Souls style move there, which is really cool. You are able to turn it off, so it's not like you're going to get bothered if you don't want to be. But opposing players can team up with each other, and they can kind of work together. So it'll say like wave incoming, so like multiple demons, which is kind of interesting. This game is making me redder. There we go. Thank you. When it changes your skin tone, you know it's way too much gore. Alright. New weapons with new attachments, new upgrades, and just piercing brains. I played Doom initially on PS4, and then PS3. What year is it? Can't even figure it out. It's just going too fast. No, I played it on PS4, and I also put it on Switch. It was pretty good on Switch, but I feel like the Wolfenstein 2 port is far better, so I'm hoping that they continue to upgrade, they continue to improve, and Doom Eternal on Switch is going to be fantastic. It is coming day and date, which is crazy, and I think it just sets a new standard for Switch. If they, imagine if Ubisoft could get Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Switch day and date. How freaking cool that would be. Imagine if, Activision could get, like, Sekiro on Switch day and date. Imagine if, really, any of this year's games, if we could get Battlefield on Switch day and date. And if Doom Eternal can do it looking this good, obviously they're going to have to work on the resolution, and it's not going to look this pretty, but it should look good. Like, Wolfenstein 2 looks decently fancy, and the motion control actually adds a bit, so I'm hoping that that'll work real well in Doom. Obviously the pace of Doom is a bit more, so maybe it'll be hectic. That's another reason I like the Wolfenstein 2 port more than the Doom port, just because the Wolfenstein 2 pace is not, it's crazy, but it's not as chaotic. Little buddy coming in. It is a very bloody world here, and that is a lot of jibs. So many jibs. I could fill all of my travel backpacks. I am traveling soon. I can't tell you where, but it's incredibly exciting. Ooh, we got some climbing action here. That's very nice. Headshots, head spins, arm shots, demon finishes. Just straight up take it off. Or rip him in half. Let's grab that armor and get on with it. Okay. More dudes coming from the rear. In a second, he will not have a rear left. Thought it was funny that they're like, oh, we emphasize, like, the demon dismemberment this time. and the decapitation, as if like that wasn't a crazy focus before. I guess they're just taking it to a whole new level here. Fire and brimstone, lighting them up. That is painful. Do demons feel pain? They basically exist to pain, so do they feel pain? I don't know. Ooh. It's a brain on a cart. I like this guy a lot. Giving me some Krang vibes here. Favorite TMNT villain. Looking good. And also, apparently, not that difficult. I love that it's transitioning between, like, the hellish world, the city street, interior, exterior, places that look completely overtaken by demon gunk, and places that are a little more natural. Ooh! Too much ink. Too much blood. And there's just a giant mouth over there. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I'm guessing we'll go through there at some point. Headshot. Very nice. Work our way through these walls. Grabbed an extra life. Very nice. I love that it's like so super intense, but then also they have like these cutesy moments. Kind of fun. Oh, that's my favorite one of the day so far. Just shove his head right into his shoulders. There you go. Don't waste the time dirtying the floor or sullying the staircase with the blood and the guts. Just shove it in deeper. Little creature that almost looks necromorphish. Goodness gracious. Imagine a 4K Dead Space. Alright. We were parkouring our way up here. Map time. Demonic corruption. Decently intense. It's very wet. Alright. We are weaponized and ready for more. I'm excited because they're talking Fallout 76 tomorrow, which, not gonna lie, I'm more excited for Fallout 76 than Doom Eternal, but this did get me, like, okay, we definitely need another Doom. And I'm glad that it's hitting so many platforms. Like, is the take on the go capability worth the graphical sacrifice on Switch? Because it will be day and date. It'll all be the same price now, instead of like, oh, it's $60 a year later. That's no fun. Like, they're all going to be $60. And if they are able to achieve an effective port like they did with Wolfenstein 2, it could be a good choice on Switch. It's not going to look this pretty, and I know graphical elitists are going to still want it on like PC or whatever, but if they can do another solid job. Through the portal, grab the yellow gore key. And we get to go through the yellow gore mouth. Up, up, and away. Grabbing... What is this one? Let's see. It's gonna be... Blood Punch. After a glory kill, your next melee strike is even more epic.
Earth is the melting pot of
It's crazy, like... in some ways how quiet and serene this game is. I know that like Serenity and Doom don't go together in any way, but it is interesting when the music stops for a second, how you could just like breathe and take in the lovely atmosphere that we have going on here, and then you get a gigantic fat glob and you pull out its heart and feed it. God. Where do they come up with these animations? Alright, just so many teeth and so many body parts, just like rib cage after rib cage, layered on top of towers and buildings, and brains on carts, and big fat dudes, and yeah, this is insane. I feel like this is going to be a mid to late 2019 title. We know that obviously Fallout 76 is their big fall title this year, and then they have Wolfenstein Youngblood with the twins coming early next year. So this one probably going to be more of a fall title is my guess. Which is a ways away, but hey, when you have chainsaws eviscerating demons, the wait is probably worth it. Also, probably going to be very hard to get this game to monetize in any way on YouTube. So it's a little bit mature, a little bit, slightly, maybe a little. All right, launching and loving these fools. The grappling hook is cool. Grappling hook, like, still, 2018, 2019, grappling hook's still the way to go. Sekiro, grappling hook there for the Dark Souls dudes, and now grappling hook in Doom. It only makes sense, right? It's the way to go. There is a very nice portal up above. The brain cart is getting his fair share of affection from us here. Hello, goodbye. Shoot your ink in someone else's eye. I'm not taking that. I feel so like immersed because the pacing is so quick and we're turning and moving so quick. I'm like, it's kind of like a 4D ride here. High above, I love that aerial assault, the verticality, super sick. That's something that the original Doom did pretty well, and it looks like they're definitely capitalizing on once again here. Fire into the big boy mouth. He didn't even know what was going to hit him. He's like, which way you going? Through my mouth, through my tummy, through my eye, through my head? Okay, here is where invaders are incoming. I guess it says incoming invaders, not wave. But they're bringing multiple demons our way that are going to be player controlled. And here he comes. And here he comes. Daisy says hello, gets smushed. And now we go to Phobos, which is a new level, a whole different planet. And I am getting very worrisome vibes from these people. They don't seem to like my arrival. They know it's bad news. Just like running around. Give me your key card. That's what we're going for, right? It's gotta be. Oh yeah. Focus mode on the red key card.
Access granted.
It's got no time to waste. Into the demon zone we go. Really? You gonna tell that to me? You gonna tell that to the Slayer? Thank you, I'll take that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alright, this little Master Blaster here. It's a beautiful shot of outer space. And there's some big old demons flying to make the picture a whole lot less pretty. It's a big green gun though. Wonder what it's firing at. The scope and size must be massive. Alright. Warning. We have our own warning. But it's for the demons. It's not for me. There we go. Blasting away with a pulse rifle of sorts, and this is just working through with electric boogaloo type power, making a mess of all of these demons. Destructive as it is quick. Alright, let's go. I like that the vents we can just walk through. Who needs to crawl? There's no crawling in this world. We don't got time for that. Slow-mo through the walls. I will say, because I'm always honest with you, there's a little mods here. More of the same. A little bit. It is a sequel. It does look bigger, better. More options. A little bit of mods. But, again, this is just like the first gameplay demo, so there could be more. They have promised a bigger emphasis on lore, more things to find, more things to do, so, you know, we'll see. And also, Doom isn't trying to be in every game, so it's not going to have, you know, it doesn't need to, like, add open world quests and a really emotional story. Like, it's fine being a crazy shooter. There's not too many of those these days. This guy looks vicious. He's got those slasher blades that I really like, or I really don't like. Either way, they're very important nonetheless. And we're gonna work him with this shotty. The grappling hook is a good way to get around in case you're not fast enough on your feet. You can fly towards your targets and take these dudes out. It may be, I don't know, I am now like that I see this whole thing. I'm a little worried about the speed on Switch. But in Panic Button we trust, right? They have not let us down yet. And Bethesda in general, Doom, Wolfenstein, Skyrim, like they crush it with the ports. I don't know how they have done it, but they're pretty much the biggest Switch supporter at this point. And this is maybe the most important third-party game yet. It is like a AAA title coming day and date, and we haven't really had like any of that outside of exclusives, right? And outside of, you know, some sports games like NBA 2K 18 and 19, I guess they did that with, which was important and impressive. But from like a single player or a campaign style game, like this is the most important one. And I hope it just leads to more and more. It would be great. You know, I was disappointed at E3 that third party was not as big of a part of the show as I expected for Nintendo. But hey, if Bethesda's gonna bring it, like, who knows what's next? I feel like Fallout 76 is only not on the platform because of the online only focus. If it wasn't, if it was a traditional Fallout, I think it would absolutely be on Switch. Open wide and suck on that. Good work. I just want to play it now. Ugh. So freaking good. Rage looks great. I forgot that. That's also early next year alongside the new Wolfie. So they are packed. It is going to be a fantastic 12 months for Bethesda. they somehow just they're stepping up. Like their quality, like I made a video back at E3, like are they the new Nintendo? Because one, they have like the excitement, the anticipation, and the fan base that only comes from the best of the best. And then they just deliver over and over, and they're turning their properties all into franchises. It's impressive, it's awesome, and it's a whole lot of fun for me and for you. Finish these fools. It feels like it's just ramping up over and over. We've been doing this for almost 15 minutes now, and it just continues to ramp. The intensity climbs like a koala bear up a really sturdy bamboo. Alright. Blow them away. Blast them to bits. Get the heck out of there. At some point during this gameplay, they switched to like keyboard and mouse and changed the FOV a bit, and like in effect sped things up because of PC action, which was cool. I like that guy that just flew up to the sky. Weapon wheel slow-mo. Blow off his domo. And let's get on with it. Goodness gracious sakes alive. It's funny in Doom because like the gore is so intense, but it kind of fades in the background just because of the speed and because there's so much of it. Like the fact that they normalize it so much, like, okay, this is just like, it's not a big deal. Whereas in some games, if this was like a critical kill of a boss, you'd be like, oh my god! So much blood! You're just like, whatever, on to the next one. It's like popping french fries, you don't even notice. What do we got here? Uh-oh. This dude is lean. He ain't like the other fatties. No slash arms, but fire hands. Raising the hell flames. Oh, sweet. A freaking demon sword. That is incredibly awesome. And that is Doom Eternal. Coming to Switch. And the other platforms, of course. I cannot wait for it. It'll be awesome next year. Let me know what you think of the gameplay in the comments down below, and where you're going to pick it up. Would you consider Switch since it's day and date and same price and all that stuff, and it won't look as good, but you get to bring it with you? Pretty nifty, pretty cool. I'm impressed. I'm excited. I wasn't, like, I would say out of, like, Rage 2 and Fallout 76 and some of the other things, it was lower on my list, but this demo, like, you can't help but not get excited. Like, the adrenaline pumps when you watch that gameplay, and so I'm pretty excited to play the game for myself. Hopefully they'll have some sort of, you know, something along the way, and then we'll get to play the game at some point next year. In the meantime, everybody, thanks so much for watching today. I love you. I drink so much chocolate, and we will see you all later.